It's your boy Vari, and today we're going to be talking about what kind of microphone you should buy. And I'm talking about USB microphones specifically. Like, I can't get in dark, so anyways. So when it comes to it, now you probably have seen like you've probably seen it all. You've seen, you don't know which ones to get. You don't know which brands are reliable, which ones are safe, which ones aren't safe. I would say I'm gonna teach everything to you. Now, I will also talk about some XLR mics and the popular brands I would just kind of get and then cut and dry. But I'm not. This is going to be focused towards USB mics in this particular. This is an emergency recording because I didn't know how long I was going to be in Dallas, and so I just found out. So, to my mom lying to me, great. So I have to make this video. Anyways, I still am passionate about this. Anyways, so we're going to talk about USB microphones. So USB microphones are very simple, right? As you can see, I have a Blue Yeti. Now, with the great things about USB microphones is that you have great quality, and but the primary thing is it's easy to use, right? For a lot of them, it's just plug and play. But for whatever reason, I'm currently using Voicemeeter, which is it's like an audio, it's like a mixing program for microphones and shit. But anyways, don't worry about why I'm using Voicemeeter. So yeah. It's like, for the most part, it's very cut and dry. You buy the microphone, you turn that shit on, and then what's it called? You just talk into it, and probably will sound good out the box depending on what it is. If it's made by Blue, as I can see here, then obviously. Now the thing is, yes, I am using the most popular microphone on the fucking market, most likely. It's either you've seen this, or you've seen that stupid ass XLR Shure SM7B. Now, I will say that when it comes to USB mics, anything made by Blue, anything by Audio-Technica, Sennheiser, I think Shure has their own USB microphone line. I know Elgato has a pretty decent brand. I think Razer's okay. I would say primarily avoid any fucking USB microphone, or just any microphone in general that has those stupid fucking LEDs that you could tap on the fucking thing or on the top that changes the color of it. And just avoid any of those, and any of those that have like wacky ass colors, in my opinion, besides like regular looking ones like silver, black, blue, gray, etc. So I'd also avoid like colored microphones, like pink ones. Now, to the ladies out there, like, yes, do some of them sound good? Yeah, but not all of them, or a lot of them don't. So trust me on this. I would avoid HyperX for the most part as well. Mainly for the fact that, like, I know that their quality isn't the absolute best. So yeah, let's get this quick ghost crack open. Yeah, you all get to hear that. I can't lie to you. Obligatory ghost crack. Ghost, please fucking sponsor you, boy. Now you might be thinking, oh, so like, what makes some mics bad? And the one brand I would avoid, you guys have seen on TikTok, it's called FeeFind. I'll put like pictures and everything in the video for you guys to know. But FeeFind specifically, something about that brand very much that throws me off guard. Now, I've heard their microphone quality, but the thing is, I don't think it's as good as it actually seems to be. I think they edit it like crazy in post, or they're using something like Voicemeeter to make it sound better than it actually is. And you might be thinking, oh, why do I have this type of suspicion? Mainly for the fact that, one, I'm currently using Voicemeeter right now. And so that's why, like, this audio quality might sound way better in this video than the previous video. And I think the video before that, why my mic sounds crazy good right now, is because I'm using Voicemeeter, and this is like a first level, like, what's it called, like, improve your mic thing. But anyways, so I would avoid those. Now, when it comes to XLR mics, I would say that obviously the Shure SM7B, it's a good microphone. It's overused, but I would say, like, if it's sold by like popular brands when it comes to XLRs, then get those. Because the main L of XLR microphones is that what's it called? XLRs actually are a lot less convenient to use than regular mics. Mainly for the fact that, one, with XLRs, you now have to, what's it called? you need an interface. Now obviously there are lots of interfaces that you can use out there. I mean, a really, yeah, I'll be right there. I'll get ready. As you can see, this is the urgency of me making this. But anyways, the main things is that you need like an interface. Now the most popular one is this, a lot of people call it like the red box or like the scarlet one. I'll put a picture on screen. Like that one is like the common one. Now it's really popular for like, what's it called, like young rappers and stuff to use, because it's just really simple. It has like 2 ports. It's like minimal like stuff to really worry about. Now, I'm not knocking them though. I'm not knocking them, but I will say, now when it comes to one of the most important things once you have your microphone is having a boom arm. Now I will show I have a boom arm here. I just don't like using it in my videos, at least, mainly for the fact that I find it cooler to just kind of hold the microphone and speak, mainly for the fact that it allows me to gesticulate with one hand. That just means talking with your hands. But anyways, that's why. But the primary thing is just like, don't cheap out on anything, please, because you don't want to be that guy in a Discord call that ends up making everyone's ears bleed. Trust me, do not. I've been that guy a couple times. I mean, I fixed it, gang. But still, when it comes to it, you should be careful. Don't cheap out on a boom arm, and just make sure that whatever boom arm you buy, it is reliable. And there is a good amount of Amazon reviews. I cannot lie to you. I think this this boom arm I bought had like maybe, was it called 10 or 5 like fucking 5-star reviews, and then there was nothing else. But I can't lie to you. And also one thing is, you should also get either a tube thing, like a sock like this, or you can get a pop filter that I also have, which I low-key really should use, like one of these. Now this helps with plosives, which are basically that popping sound that you might hear in some like YouTubers videos. It's like really poppy, where anytime they use like a P sound or a B, maybe like a hard B sound sometimes. And this also helps with de-essing as well. So like if you ever like hear somebody's microphone that has like really harsh, like when they say S sounds, like really, it sounds really harsh. This could help mitigate some of that. One of these options. Something that can also be awesome is that if I can find it, I have a little. No, I don't have. No, the goodie bag doesn't have it. But a really awesome thing you should really consider buying is a shock mount. That is super good, because basically it allows it to where if you decide to slam your fucking desk, you can kind of, prevent, total catastrophe, especially if you're using something like this, and it will absorb a majority of the shock, and so people won't hear it in the Discord call when you decide to slam your fucking desk. Now, just make sure that the shock mount that you buy is compatible with the microphone that you buy. Now, shock mounts aren't that much more, but the only thing is they can be really weird to set up, especially if you're like screwing that shit on. I can't lie to you. But overall, shock mounts are definitely a must-have, but they're not something you need immediately. It's like something you can wait to buy. Get the fuck out of my face. Anyways, it's something that you can definitely buy like along the way, not something you need to buy immediately, if you get what I mean. Why the fuck can I not see my holy shit, what the fuck, my OBS decided to just fucking, everything went black. Holy fuck. Anyways, when it comes to when it comes to types of microphones, or the ones I know of that are good, I would say like the Blue Yeti's good, the Blue Yeti Nano was pretty good, the Blue Snowball, the Blue Ember, the Blue Spark are also really good mics as well. Sorry, I'm very familiar with Blue. When it comes to, I would just say, like, for the love of Christ, as I said, avoid the brands that I mentioned earlier. But I will say this, I can't lie to you, I would say one thing is that, make sure, like, when it comes to prices, I would say if you can buy one used, then I think buy it used, mainly for the fact that so as long as they didn't fucking cover that bitch in fucking chocolate sprinkles and, baby oil, and record that bitch at a Diddy party in musty ass air or whatever, most of the time you'll be perfectly fine buying like a USB mic that was used, or buying like an XLR interface that was used if you want to. So definitely the best way to save money on this would be buying like one of those used, and just make sure, obviously, like you either do a test recording or something and bring some headphones to make sure it doesn't sound like trash. And then make sure the audio quality is good. So yeah, I'll tell y'all about that. Now, I have to go. I now have to get ready so I can get the fuck out of here so I can go to fucking Dallas. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and you know what the fuck it is.